Hello and welcome to part 3 of my All the Mods 9 playthrough. In this episode, my main goal is to get more resource automation set up. Right now we're looking towards lily pads of fertility, which require these 3 items mainly. I've already got much produced, but I need slime pearls, catalyzing glands, and rib bones from skeletons, creepers, and slimes. And then this 4th one here is going to be for blaze rods. What that's going to be for is for the second part of this episode, which is power automation. So we're looking here at power. So our eventual goal is to work our way up to niotic cables. So if we have a look here, where's the niotic? Where are the cables? Am I blind? There we go. Our eventual goal is to get, these niotic or nitro energy cables. They're quite expensive, mainly with the issue being these nitro crystals. So what the plan is for this episode is to get all of that automated, so we can get up to niotic cables or nitro cables, and also using the lily pads we've set up, we're actually going to undo some of this, because the main issues we're having right now is power. So this was running perfectly fine, except we ran into the issue of we ran out of the backlog we had of sulfur and fluoride. Because of that, and since we're producing it so slowly from these hopper botany pots, we're not able to produce enough power. So one of the priorities of this episode will be to get lily pads of fertility set up so we can have a full system, like a 9x9 with a harvester pylon running, so that we can have those things mass produced. We have pretty much limited power, and then that's going to give us the setup that we need to move our base. So I've said from the start this was a temporary base. I've only been in here for a couple episodes, so this is just sort of a temporary thing to keep me going. Eventually the plan is to move into a void base, and I require a lot of resource generation to get that set up. So that's the plan for this episode, is to get hostile neural networks automated, power automated, and some more mystical agriculture automated, so that we can start producing resources. One other thing that it will either be this episode or next episode is we're going to the moon, because one of the primary blocks I want to build my new base out of is moon deep slate, or moon's deep slate, or moonstone, depending on how I'm feeling. That's the plan, at least. So I'll get started on that, and I'll keep you guys updated on how I go. Step 1, getting these model frameworks done. I recorded a great deal of footage before realizing that I forgot to unmute my mic. So let's explain what we've got set up. So I explained all this to a muted microphone, which was very unfortunate. So basically, right here we have a chest filling up with prediction matrices, ME interface here set as our output. So these extract channels extract the different predictions and also the essences, or the generalized predictions. The different mob predictions are sent to these loop fabricators. I'm running into an issue with these where it's not going to the ones I've delegated. So I've set as insert on like these 4 into each of the respective ones. So a skeleton and skeleton, creeper and creeper, blah blah blah. But it just inserts willy-nilly wherever it feels like. So it doesn't really affect it that much, because it saves what you have like preferred, I guess, for the matrix, or for the loot that you want to fabricate. So I'm just going to set all of them so that they all produce the same thing, and I'll change it later if I have to. So it's working for right now, and then all that's extracted, sent into our main ME interface. We also didn't have any essence for the lily pads, so I've just set up an essence copper botany pot. That's being automatically imported into our ME system. There should be one in here already, I think. 2 nature's essence, there you go. So now what's the plan? So the plan now is I'm actually going to probably behind this setup. The problem is this isn't fast enough. So we're not producing enough, we have enough fluorite to keep up. We're not producing enough sulfur to create enough sulfur trioxide or sulfuric acid. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Sulfuric acid, we have plenty of that. Oh no, sorry, not sulfur, uranium. So not producing enough uranium to create the uranium oxide that's needed to keep... What? Oh. We had a lot of uranium built up that just wasn't doing anything. How did this get in here? Couldn't tell you, to be honest, but regardless, we still want to produce a bit more uranium because this was just stopping and starting, stopping and starting, stopping and starting. It still is, as you can see. So, it's producing power. We have enough power for right now. We've got about 29 giga FE, so that's pretty good. But we want to mass produce sulfur and fluoride because our end goal is to reach A, the moon, and then B, a void base. So the next order of business is once I've got some... So I'm going to use those lily pads of fertility to automate sulfur and uranium production a bit more, using the big 9x9 setup. Then after that, the plan is we're going to go to the moon. That's sort of the end goal of this episode, is once we've got all that automated, go to the moon. Before we do that, one other thing I'm going to do, though, however, is get power automated. So I can get these nitro cables. I believe it's cable. These ones. So we've got the blaze rods for that one now. Now we just need the energy, and we just need to set up all the automation for that. So this is all running perfectly fine, it seems. Yep, seems to be running fine. So we'll get that farm built up, and then we'll start working towards power. Oops, hello. Thank you guys very much for keeping up so far. I can't believe that entire that part of the episode was cut out, or not cut out, but like I was muted for it. That's an idiot moment on my part, but everything's working out. So see you guys when that's all set up. I once again recorded an entire explanation with my mic off, so that's something I need to work on. But basically, we've got this all set up down here. So we've got some lily pads of fertility underneath. We have a look down here. We intend to fill up everything underneath here, and then all of this around the sides, so 2 out. Apparently that's the max efficiency. I didn't know that, which is good to know now. And then we've got this is the network that we have for this setup upstairs, and that's running into this crafter, crafting sulfur, uranium, and fluorite. All pretty simple stuff. I've got just a simple extract and insert in this control over here. So we've got them labeled as super fast, extracting essence, chucking it in the interface, extracting this essence, putting it into the tier 3 crafter, extracting from there into the ME interface. And then, so what's the plan now? So the plan is automating power. I have to go make up a bunch of recipes and get everything sorted out, and then we should get started automating that. So until that point, before we go any further, before I get on that, I wanted to say as well, this is working out perfectly. So we've got enough uranium now to keep this running pretty consistently. It'll run out for like, it's not even running out. Occasionally it'll run out for like a fraction of a second, but then it'll be back online. So we've got plenty of steam, we've got plenty of energy. In fact, we're probably going to need, I'm probably before I go to bed tonight, going to get more induction cells in here, just because I think we're going to like build this up, which is not something I thought would happen, but I'm glad it is. So yeah, I'll get started automating power, and then I'll get back to you guys. right, so now we've managed to get power automized or automated. So basically, we have an energy orb here, being powered by this wall of lasers. This pattern provider is set to lock until primary crafting result is returned. So it won't keep putting in golden iron until it fills up. It'll just put in one. Once it's returned, then it'll do it again. This smart cable is being connected to the same cable that we have for our AU2 stuff, like our main net cable. Well, not our main net cable, but the stuff we have for like our disk drives, CPUs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all been automated now. I've also got 3 of them, so I can have 3 running in tandem. So the plan is to slowly increment my way up. So start with the starter cables, work my way up to the basic, niotic? Basic, hardened, blazing, niotic, spirited, and then nitro. So that's a plan, and I'll get started on that. So we've run into a small bottleneck. Basically, I forgot that one of the requirements for nitro, one of the requirements is nether stars, which I do not have any of. Also, we have a big emerald bottleneck. So for the time being, I'm probably going to work out those kinks off camera, and then I'm going to get started getting everything ready for Ad Astra, so getting to the moon. So that's the current plan of action. So far, we've got everything set up though. We've got all the recipes encoded. If we have a look in here, all the recipes encoded for all the different rods and cables. That's all we really need for right now. If we go down here, I'll show you how we've got everything set up. I do need to quickly fix up with these pattern providers. I need to set these to that, and perfect. So yeah, as we go, we'll upgrade all of these from starter up to eventually nitro, but first we need to make nether stars. Now, one way we can do that is using generalized nether predictions, I think? No, using with the skeleton stuff. I swear there was a way to make nether stars using something with hostile neural networks. Like, parts of the wither skeleton could be crafted into wither or nether stars. I swear there was a way. Am I going insane? Maybe they've removed it. If so, it's a pain in the ass. I'm going to go kill 5 withers, and I'm not ready for 5 withers. Alright. So it looks like that nitro is not really an option for us. They think they've removed that recipe, which is a bit shit, because I was using that a lot. Alright, so the plan will be then, I'll get my digital miner set up. I've had this sitting in here. I've had this sitting in here for a while, so I'll get that set up to hopefully get some emeralds. So I'll get that set up, and then we'll start working on stuff for space.
Really said we must
Alright, after quite a bit of effort, we've managed to do everything that I was hoping to do this episode. So let's go through everything we've got. So first off, we've got some hostile neural network stuff automated, as I mentioned before. All of these with skeleton, creeper, blaze, and slime. Everything's going into its respective things. We've got our setup down here for Mystical Aggriculture, as you can see. So I've filled out all the lily pads underneath, and I filled up a bunch of ones along the side. And it's going quite quick now, which is very, very good to see. We're producing enough uranium and sulfur and fluorite to keep this running constantly. It's actually backed up. I think we can knock it up to 10. However, our turbine isn't big enough to keep up. Oh, maybe it is. It seems to be working fine. I'm gonna trust it for right now. If it blows up, then... Nah, it just went up. I'm going to drop it down to 7.5 millibuckets tick. There we go, it's dropping. Perfect. Our induction matrix is filling up, so this is all good, all set up. We've also got power automated. I don't have the resources for it right now. That's going to be next episode's job. But, yeah. And then over here, we've finally got everything set up for the moon. So I'm going to take you guys with me right now. So let's quickly get up here. And so we've got a couple extra buckets of fuel. We've got this filling up with fuel as well. It's got about 2,900, so about 29 buckets worth of fuel. I've just got this electric pump making oxygen. I actually will grab some more oxygen tanks. What are they called? Oxygen. Oh, why is my caps lock on? Tank. Go. Gas tank. There we go. Yeah. Let's actually encode the recipe for the large. Oh no, that's the oxygen one. Encode that and encode this. Did I grab both of those? I did. Alright, and chuck you in there, you in there, and then 2 of them. Actually, let's go 3. That shouldn't take too long because our steel production is ridiculously fast now, which is awesome. That being said, there we go. It's picking up 3. Perfect. And we're going to chuck those into here to fill them up with oxygen. Well, I guess we'll have to just do with 1 for right now, but I think this should be plenty. Let's chuck those in our backpack. Let's grab our spacesuit out. Ooh, and we're going to need... shift right click? Yes. Wait. 1, 2, 3 buckets of fuel. And we're going to actually chuck one of those buckets just away for right now. We're also going to equip a spacesuit. Looking absolutely fucking dapper. And then we fill 2 more buckets up with rocket fuel. We should have everything we need. So if we go inside, chuck all that in, that should be everything we need for right now, I'm pretty sure. What I might do is quickly craft a waystone. What's the recipe like for that? Warpstone. I have amethyst shards. Amethyst. I've definitely got amethyst shards before. Alright, we'll worry about the waystone later. I can just use, like, JEI to teleport. Oh, not JEI, Journey Map. Which, that should be fine. Alright, so we've got everything. We've got spare oxygen, we've got our spacesuit, we've got our rocket. Let's go. Off we go. I love this so much. I think this is so cool. It's just a shame with these space mods, because, like, growing up, Galacticraft was my favorite mod. Every time I made... because I used to make my own mod packs for myself when I was a kid, and every single one would have Galacticraft in it, and I would remove any mod that wasn't compatible with Galacticraft. And the one thing that's always sucked about like Galacticraft and Ad Astra and stuff like that is that it's just the only downside. Oh, let's go to the moon. Land. The only downside to these mods is that the actual planets are so just meh. You know what I mean? Like they're so like just plain and boring, and it becomes the same loop over and over again where it's like, go here, get the schematic, go to the next one, get the schematic, let's go to the next one, get the schematic. I wish there was like a bit more variety or like even danger on these planets, because they're with one spacesuit and you have enough to make it so that you don't have to worry about any of the danger ever again. Which is a bit shit, but should be right. Alright. Let's have a look inside. Can we get back out again? Oh. Oh. We don't have a lander. I just realized. Oh, look, there's the Earth. Shit. Launch pad. Can we get steel or iron? Iron. Ingot. Well, I mean, we need iron ore, don't we? Iron ore. We cannot get it on the moon. All right. Between episodes, I'll just roll back a save, and then I'll craft up a launch pad and come back up here. But let's have a look in here quickly first. Very slowly. There we go. What's down here? I'm very curious. We've also got limited oxygen, so I'm gonna finish this off, and then we'll end off the episode. God, you fall so slowly. Oh, it's a whole ass... Oh, this is cool. I actually do oh, I like these glowing iron pillars. I also like the dash plating. I do quite like how this place looks. Oh, they've got their own little farm. That's pretty adorable. This is so cool. Their little moon colony. Ooh, there's loot as well. Dash, cheese, soul torch, moon sand. Somehow nether stuff is getting here. That's interesting. I do kind of like how this place looks, but I really like these glowing iron pillars. I might actually steal that for my base in the future. I think it looks pretty cool. What is this? Stropher sand. I haven't actually seen this particular structure before. Elastic space boots of the ocean. Interesting. Well, let's get back up to the surface real quick so we don't, you know, die. Back up here. Perfect. So yeah, I will roll back a save, I'll make up the launch pad, and I'll come back, and then I'll get all the resources that I need here. What's the plan for next episode? So next episode, what we're going to do is focus on our next bottleneck, which is nether stars. So likely I want to get the voidscape stuff, because I think this is a really cool mod. So I'm going to do some research on how all of this works, and then for the next episode, I'll be doing everything to get up to the highest tier of voidscape stuff, because I believe... it's only the weapons that are... And they've got 12 attack damage. Oh, that's not really that good. Okay. Oh, 13 attack damage. I mean, theoretically, the best I could do is... right now it's Supremium, like Supremium gear, but I always use Supremium gear every playthrough I do. So what I might do actually is just, because I want to give myself a bit of extra challenge, and I really like, yeah, I do like the look of like the E-core stuff, and like the Titanite, and the, what was the other one? And the Voidic. I might use, what's it called? Where is it? It's the cosmetic armor slots. So I'll get the stuff for that, for the cosmetic, and I'll just have my main stuff be Supremium. That way I can get the benefits of it, and also get, my brain's not braining right now. It's been a long day. Creative flight, because the Supremium armor allows you to have creative flight. So that might be a plan. And then in terms of weapon, I might go with the Morgan, because I've never actually made the Morgan before, but that depends on how interested you guys would be in seeing the Morgan. I'll figure it out off camera, and then I'll let you... Oh, what's this guy? You're an ugly motherfucker, aren't you? Hello, sir. Are you hostile? Oh, you are. Corrupt Lunarian? Yeah. Very interesting. All right. I'll get that all sorted out, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I've stumbled over my words. Thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.